from here into rolling like a ball into here, right into the fives. So if you were in the rolling like a ball position, right, you'd be here, and we would have just done whatever version of the rolling like a ball suits your body, whether it's that one, or the open leg one, right? And then you'd roll down, hold that imprint, right? And then you go right into the single leg stretch. So my hand is on if it's my right knee, my left hand is up at my knee. My right hand is down at my ankle. That's important because it's going to help you keep that leg straight. You can pull out a little bit at the ankle to keep that knee straight. You don't want your knee across.
Yeah.
But so that is why we have the hands here.
And you want this in like a tabletop?
Parallel with the ceiling. The other leg is out floating over the floor. Right? And then I'm going to switch the hands. So the outside hand is by the ankle that's holding on. So Laura, switch hands and make that leg straight. It's not, the ankle should not be coming in.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we go.
Yes. Yes. So then you're going to switch legs, right? And switch legs. So that's our single leg stretch. That is the classic version of it. If somebody has a neck issue or osteoporosis, you let them have their head down. You do everything else the same, right? So you could try the head down. Typically when the head goes down, what has to happen to the legs to keep the stability in the core?
Relax.
So what do you do for your legs?
Go up.
Higher, exactly. So a lot of times the legs will come higher, right?
Right. Because
So then if I have somebody who has not very strong neck or very mild neck issues and I'm trying to strengthen it,
Yeah.
I can have them do this exercise with the hands behind the neck and the legs going, right? And that way I'm giving them some support. It's kind of an intermediate way between the head down and the head up position.
And then you would watch for the alignment of the legs.
Let you just watch for the alignment of the legs, exactly. Right, and then the other piece of this is you don't want to kick the leg out and lower it down. A lot of people go like this and lower and lower. No,
That's fine.
you put the leg there. Put the leg there. That's your single leg. Put the leg there. Right, put it there. Right, sharp and defined. Find the place where it goes, and that's where it goes. Right. Okay, so then we go from single leg stretching.
Breathing.
Oh, okay, so exhaling out. I usually start with just exhaling out, and then the real pattern is actually exhale, keep exhaling, inhale, keep inhaling.
Okay.
Exhale, keep exhaling, inhale, keep inhaling. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Right, then right from here, we hold, take the hands behind your neck, and we're going into crisscross. So crisscross, you're going to imagine that there is a stake right here in your, what is this called again?
Xiphoid or sternum.
Xiphoid sternum, right there. That's what you're going to rotate around. So in order to do that, right, I have to come up and rotate around that. I cannot be down here going like this, right? So I've got to get up, ideally up enough that my shoulder blades are just, the tips of them are just on the mat. That's it. That's where I'm going to hold. Leg goes out right from single leg stretch, and I'm going to rotate and rotate, keeping those elbows wide and rotate. I'm not rocking, my pelvis is not rocking. Rotate, 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 really get up there. So the upper ab curl is the most important part of that. Good, then I'm going to switch again the exercise. Crisscross modifications. I can go and I can, so my back safe or neck osteoporosis safe one is head down, right? So what I usually do is I just have them reach across and just tighten and release. Pulling across the ribcage and release, leaving the head down.
it's hard to get them not to go like that.
Right, but you just want them to feel that contraction of the rib cage.
Sure.
Right, and then I have them switch sides. And if they get good at that, they can actually do it with their legs up, doing the leg motions, reaching and back, reaching and back, reaching and back, all with the head down. You can really feel the work and back, right?
Yeah, interesting.
and back.
The legs up higher, right?
If they need to, yeah. So if you need to keep the back safe.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And what is the position of the spine in all of these exercises? Is it flat back? Is it neutral?
Flat.
Yeah.
It's more towards
More
flat,
flat.
right? And the single leg stretch, if they get really good at it, that doesn't have to be totally flat. But in any double leg stretch things, they're going to be flat.
Sure.
Okay, so we're about to move. So then we go, okay,
And
crisscross
breathing of crisscross?
is the same as single leg stretch.
Okay.
Yes.
In, out, out.
In, out, out, in, out, out. Right? Especially when you get good at it. I usually go slower at first because people can't keep stable.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so right from crisscross, we go to double leg stretch. Both hands on here, holding in and get yourself set up here. Take a breath in. Exhale, extending out. Inhale, circle the arms, grab the legs. Right? Exhaling out, circle the arms. Now the full version is hip up and release. Exhale out, inhale, circle, hip up and release. Exhale out, inhale, circle, hip up and release. Right? To make it harder, I can do the hip up before I grab the legs. Right? Exhale out, come around, hip up, and then grab the legs. Yeah, it's harder. So modify that. Intermediate modification would be just keeping the hands behind the neck. Exhaling out, inhaling in. Exhaling out, inhaling in. Another head down version, right? I can do the same arm. Out, circle around. Out, circle around. Yes? Those are my variations on that one.
With the head down, how would you cue, because my ribs pop up.
Right. Keep them in.
How would you cue that?
Arms can only go so far back,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Your arms can only go so far
So
back.
too low.
If your arms go out too far, you're not going to be able to stabilize. Right. So if I go like this, I'm totally released. But if I keep my arms here, right, I can keep that connection. Right. I can keep the connection.
So the exercises with the arms
On
will,
the roller and on the mat will
Yeah.
teach you how to keep that connection.
yeah, okay.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So that we can do pretty much with beginners as well, as long as
You
we modify
can.
it.
You modify it. And you usually with beginners, I keep the legs up higher.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. So that way I'm sure that they're doing the right thing.
and they have the,
And they're supported. Yeah. Okay, so then we go, we did single leg stretch, we did crisscross.
We did double leg stretch. Oh, single leg
Right, so we
stretch.
started with single leg.
Yes.
We do crisscross to, then we're supporting the head. So the idea is every other exercise, the head is supported. Right? And then we go double leg stretch. And then we usually go hands behind the neck, legs reaching up. And I do, it's the double leg lift lower. So let's go from our double leg stretch. Right, then we take the hands behind the neck and stretch the legs up towards the sky. So double leg lower lift, you're going to hold, for that exhale, you're going to, wait a second. You're going to exhale your head down and the legs away, and you're going to inhale back upward. Exhale, dropping the stomach, reaching away. Inhale, back up together.
I've always done it where you keep your head up.
What's that?
I've always done it where you keep your head up.
Okay, that's pulses. Yeah.
Oh.
So the full version is inhaling up, exhale away. Inhaling up, exhale away. So the modified version would be holding head up and pulsing up. 2, 3. The pulse comes towards you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes?
The one I've done is this, just lower leg lift, like this.
Yes. Okay, but
I'm not moving my head.
Oh, okay, doing the head motion makes it harder.
Okay.
Yes, so exhale
Yeah.
away. You can modify it without the head motion.
It does make it harder.
Yes, so and then your legs only go down as far as you can go, keeping your back flat.
Oh,
Correct? Nope, wrong way. So head
Wrong way.
comes up as the feet come to you. All comes together, all moves away.
And the exhale is when we go
When
away.
you're going away.
I did this exercise with Jay when she asked me to ask you, when I do that, where it hurts me, it's on those big muscles. So what do? I don't use my
You're not using your abs.
enough, so
So
I'm
don't-
compensating.
Yes. So don't lower your legs so far. And reach, so to this one, if you really reach out your head and really reach out your feet, strong. So there should be no loose knees, right? So if I'm kind of lazy in my legs, I'm not going to get this. Look at, I'm all pooched. But if I go like this and really stretch, and now, look at that, right? I can go quite a ways and come back up. Dropping down and come back up. And I feel nothing in my back. Right? But reach long through the legs, long through the head as they reach away from each other. This is a hard exercise. So if they can't do both, you leave the head up, because that will make it a little bit easier, and you let the legs drop a little bit away and back up.
So it's here that it hurts.
When you come up, it hurts?
Yeah.
So really get into your abs rather than your... Does it hurt if your head is down?
No.
Okay. So you're probably just overusing for the upper ab curl, I think, somehow, when you're engaging the upper ab curl.
I'm just using too much of
Too
it.
much of the muscles there.
So maybe a couple of weeks and down and then try it out.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so that's double leg lower lift. And then we're going to go...
Remind me the breath on that again.
Yes. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Okay? Because the hardest work is the exhaling away part.
It's hardest to keep control.
Yes. So let's skip neck pull for the moment, and we'll go to single straight leg stretch. So then we had a head supported, now we have head unsupported. Single straight leg stretch is this one, where you're holding on. I like to hold on above the knee, right, because that pulls the knee straight. Elbows wide, and I'm pulling that leg towards me. I like to hold for hamstring stretch first time around, and then switch hold for hamstring stretch. Really trying to get the lazy knee out. So straighten that knee, and then your leg's going to come to you only as far as you can go with that straight knee, right? And then we're going to switch, pulse, switch, pulse, switch, pulse, switch, pulse, switch, pulse, and then really hard, take the hands away, reach them long, pulse, knees tight, pulse, switch, pulse, and bending back down, slowing down. Yeah?
And then modified.
Modified would be head down. Now this one's tough to modify because what happens when it's head down? So the legs have to go higher
Yeah.
and smaller. Pulse.
Oh, yeah.
Pulse. Really hard to keep that stable in the middle.
Yeah. I feel it as much difficult.
I'm sorry?
It's almost more difficult to do.
It's hard. So what would be another modification?
Knees.
Single leg stretch.
Single leg stretch.
Yes, that would be your peel back. So I don't usually add this one in or the double leg lower lift in until I'm sure they got single leg stretch, crisscross, and double leg stretch figured out. Right?
She's doing a class, like when she does it at college in Marin. It's
She goes,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, just put it that way.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have to just gauge and see.
Yeah.
How many repetitions typically for each of these?
6 to 8 usually is what Pilates said.
Yeah.
6 to 8. So on crisscross, it's like, if you're counting each leg,
16.
it's enough.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Especially when they're in sequence. Yeah. So then, let me show you the ribcage control idea. So the ribcage control would be a way to also kind of peel back, or step down on the double leg lower lift. So it's basically legs in tabletop, inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhaling in, exhaling out. So our double, it's the same as the double leg lower lift, only bent legs coming in and legs stretching out. Inhaling together, exhaling away. Inhaling together, exhaling away. Inhaling together, exhaling away. And exhaling away. Good. So it gets you ready for, it could get you ready for the whole sequence of 5s, or it could be a nice way to end it, or it could be unrelated. So it's one of those that gets often put in with the mix. And then, how do you guys feel on all those?
So what did you say, just if you could repeat what you like to do before you do double leg or double leg stretch and lower lift? You said make sure that you crisscross.
So it's
Single leg stretch.
So here, I'll show you.
Yeah,
And you'll see why. Single leg stretch,
yeah,
double leg stretch.
crisscross.
Uh,
Crisscross. Yeah. I got it. Yes.
double leg stretch. Double leg lower lift.
Yeah,
Single straight leg stretch.
yeah. And so do you want them to be able to do it in that order, like they
Yes.
progress?
That is the order.
Okay.
That is the order.
But like if they can't do one, they don't progress to the next, or you
Oh,
can do a modification?
I do modifications.
Yeah.
And the 3 that I use to get them ready for the rest
Yeah,
are single leg,
yes.
crisscross, double leg.
Okay, I got it. That's what I was
So use,
curious. Okay.
and you could use rib cage control to help
Okay.
you there too. So single leg, double leg, crisscross, I use almost with everybody in some
Okay.
modification. Crisscross, single leg, double leg for sure. Then crisscross, then we add on. Like, and I use the pulses. Part of the double leg lower lift, I'll hold here after double leg stretch. I'll hold and just have them pulse the legs up towards them.
Okay,
That's a nice modification,
okay.
right? Because this is hard and people don't get it and then
Yeah.
they arch off and we have trouble. Right, so I have them pulse up, and really dropping, dropping, dropping.
So could the kneecap could be a good like kind of training for somebody eventually to be able to do that?
Alternative.
It's not a lift, it's just a pulse. It's not a lift, it's
Yeah.
a pulse,
Okay,
right? It's a different motion.
okay.
The lift was that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
The pulse is this way, pulse,
Okay, I see the difference.
Okay.
pulse.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. The best part of class, teaser is coming up,
teaser.
right? It's going to be your nemesis, maybe for some of you. Okay, so hip hop we've done a lot. Do you guys want to try it? And I'll talk you through it, and so you can see if you've got it down. Right. So you're gonna go ahead and lay on your back and cross your feet one over the other. You're kind of in the tabletop position, right? So you're going to take a breath in, exhale, and you're going to go ahead and bring your knees up towards your chin, right? And then articulate your spine back down. So it's a true hip up, not just a pulse up. So get up there. You should be able to balance up there almost. And then control your way down. And so that's it, Laura. And then slowly, that's it, Sarah, controlling down. That's it. Genevieve, just make sure you don't get on your neck, right? And then the head and shoulders stay down as you roll down. So really pull in that belly, articulating down. That's it, Kim, that's more the idea.
Oh, is
Yeah, you're getting more over, yeah.
it getting more over and using a little momentum? Is
Well, yeah, I mean, you're gonna use a tiny bit of momentum to get over there,
that- yeah.
and then you just wanna control the way back down, one vertebra at a time. Yeah.
And not using my triceps to come down.
Yep, not using anything to come back down, right?
Except my
You could-
abs.
Except your abs, yes. That's the idea. Okay, good. So practice controlling the way down on that. That's where you're gonna get the abs really involved. Control, that's it, that's it. Yes. So that's basically your hip up, right? So roll down. We're gonna start seated with the legs bent, the roll down. So hands are gonna go behind. I like to always teach it starting with the hands here. So a lot of people go right into roll down and they just kind of plop down and they overuse the hip flexors and the rectus, right? That's what we don't want. We want to have them start here, and I usually have them take a breath in, exhale, and you're moving towards that imprinted spine position, and you're walking your hands down the backs of your legs. So I even do this with my advanced students. Have them walk down and really pull in the belly, controlling the way all the way down. And then inhale at the bottom. You're going to come up the same way. Exhale, reaching with the arms, upper ab curl, then grab the backs of the legs and pull in the stomach. So as soon as I grab, I can hollow the belly more and walk my way up. And then stack up from the base of the spine.
So it would be round the whole way
The
up.
whole way past your sit bones, and then you stack up from the tail first. Head is the last thing to arrive. So all the rolling is the same that way. Okay, so then the true one, we're going to reach forward. I like to get together here, squeeze together. That'll give you a little more help.
If they need a ball, they can have a
You
ball.
can do that. And then your head stays long. So I tell them, nope, if somebody takes a photograph of here up while you're just starting, they shouldn't know that you're rolling. Right? It's happening below, right? Can't tell in the upper until I get to the upper, right? So I'm really controlling hollowing, going down really nice and slow, controlling the whole way down, and relaxing the head, inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, tuck the chin, hollow, good, and then find it one at a time, pull it in, and come over it, and then stacking up from the base of the spine. Yeah? So that is the roll down. The other way to teach people to do it better is the kind of a pearl button roll down idea. Right? So let's try that. You're going to start sitting up tall, take a breath in, exhale till you imprint the low spine, and then hold it there. Take a breath in, you're going to go down just 1 inch. Take a breath in, go down 1 more inch. Hold it there. Take a breath in, go down 1 more, and then finish it all the way down. Same thing on the way up. You're going to exhale, come up to that upper ab curl position. Take a breath in, come up 1. Take a breath in, come up 1, hollowing the belly. Take a breath in, come up 1. Keep those feet down. Take a breath in, come up. And then finish it, rounding up and stacking from the base of the spine. Right? A lot of work. You can do the pearl buttons holding on too. So if you're pearl button, as if you're wearing a pearl button sweater.
Cute.
Pearl button roll down. One button at a time, right? One button, but you can do it holding on so that they can keep, the holding on gives them that opposition to keep pulling in against that. So the holding on is a great way to teach people how to do it smoothly, because the people will jump like that much all at once. They'll be like, yeah, I'm rolling, and then bonk, right? Or here I am, and then I'm hinging. Ugh, that's a great roll up. I did no work. It's really fun when I just really, you can do that with no work at all. So that's the roll down. Okay, so then we have roll up. So roll up is called roll up because actually a lot of Pilates original mat classes would start with the roll up, right? And he would start from this down on the ground position, extend it all the way out, heels together, right, in little V, his V position, taking it, even sometimes stretching up, although he in his book has his arms down, I think. Take a breath in, exhale, reaching, right, hollowing, and coming up, keeping the heels down, keep pulling back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back, and then stacking up from the base of the spine. Right? So heels together, toes apart, squeezing there. Right? And for this one, you actually can tuck your tail underneath you a little bit. That will help you. Take a breath in, exhale, reaching the fingers, and you're going to come up with the upper ab curl, keep those feet down, squeeze the heels together, oh, cheating, and hollow, coming up 1 vertebra at a time. Right? If it all of a sudden gets easy, you've cheated. Keep rounding even more. So come all the way over your sit bones, round it. And then stack up from the tail. Right? So if there's a moment of easy, where you're like, oh, I got this, then you're doing it wrong. Yes, that is the right reaction. Right there. Yep, keep pulling in, right? You should never be taken down. You should be controlling the down. Yes, go almost there. Use your hands on your thighs if you need to. Walk yourself up. Yes, that's it. Walk it up over that hard part. Right. That's it. Keep rounding now. Keep rounding. Go back to it. Pull in an opposition. Yes, and then stack up. So you have your sweet baby to thank for that difficulty right there. Baby's not 2 yet. How old is he?
No, he's not 2, he's 14 months.
Yes, so you have until he's 2 to get that exercise.
Oh, yeah?
Because then he can do it too. At age 2, he'll be able to do it. So when he's 2, you should be able to do it. But before that is asking a lot. It's asking a lot on your body.
So I should
Yeah.
maybe practice
I would
this
practice
one.
that and I would practice holding on for your own body.
Okay.
Yeah?
So
So,
done.
but that, you can thank him for that. That's why that's right?
Thank you for telling me.
Yes, it's very hard. That's exactly the muscles that you don't have right now.
The really internal one.
All your deep abdominals have been totally
Stretched.
stretched.
Okay,
It takes time for them to come back.
okay.
So it's time.
Okay, so
Work helps, but there's also time. And
Okay.
you can do nothing to speed that up.
When you work with mothers, you do that.
I try and explain that to them. It really is, especially because if you're nursing,
Yeah.
things don't tighten up.
yeah.
They don't. Some people say they don't tighten up for a whole year after you're done nursing.
I'm still nursing 5 times a day.
Yes, exactly. So a whole year after you stop nursing, that's when your ligaments actually finally tighten again.
Okay,
Maybe. If you're lucky.
okay. So this one, maybe not too much of it.
I wouldn't spend a lot of time on that. I would spend
Okay.
time on things that you can do.
Okay, okay.
The 5s. Okay, so teasers. Teasers are so fun. Okay, so teasers are a lot harder than roll up and roll down. So somebody who can't do roll up or roll down is doing roll up and roll down until they can. They're not doing teasers. Should not be doing teasers, okay? So keep that in mind when you're constructing a class. If they can't roll up and roll down, there is no way they're doing teaser properly. They're going to use their rectus and their hip flexors instead. So, and that's not what we're really after. It doesn't really give them benefit outside. It makes them maybe look cool if they think they can do it, but it doesn't help. So I usually start the teaser with the intermediate version, right? And I usually start it with the hands behind the legs again. So taking a breath in, exhaling, and coming up towards the legs. Now the difference here with that and the imprint is I'm not going to lower the legs and come up. I'm going to come up to my knees and hold the knees where they are. Right? I'm not going to straighten them either. Yes. So the feeling that I like to explain is that my kneecaps are being strung up and my head is being strung up the whole time. So as I'm going down, I'm stringing up, I'm stringing up, I'm stringing up. Right? And then I'm down. So there is a moment of the legs moving a little bit away, but it's not a moment of them moving away so that I can come up. See the difference? I can just push them away and come up any moment. Boop. Right? That's no work.
Yeah.
Right? So you do move away as you go, but I really work here first. I'm going to work here as much as I can, and then they move slightly away, and I come up over it. Right? And then I can do the same going down. They're away, I'm going to keep them there tight, and then I get down, and then I can bring them in a little bit. It's little. Right, so give that a try if you want. Right, so ideally the legs are not going to straighten at all. The knee bend stays the same. The knee angle stays the same. Right? Right, exhale, hollowing. Right, and if you're rocking up, right, you're not in your muscles. Right, so you all have homework to do. This is going to be your
The legs want to straighten.
They want to straighten because it makes it easier.
easier.
Right? So that's teaser, this is the intermediate version, right? So the advanced version is out straight. So some people find that a little easier, but I think they use their hip flexors to make it easier. Technically, they stay, and you come up to them, right? And then I go down, and they stay, and I go back down. Right? So reaching long through the toes. Imagine that somebody's pulling that this way. Yeah? That's the length. And you want that same length out your head. Long through there. Yes, there. Good girl. Good girl. Go, keep going. You're there. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yes. That's it. And then control the way back down. Yes, if you can create that length, you'll do it. Right? Try. Good. turn out a little. Yes, now long through there. Oh, don't cheat, go back. Oh. Nice and smooth. You want it so badly, I know. Squeeze. Good. Long through those feet. Yes, go, go. You're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. Yes, that was so close. Yes. Yeah? You guys feel that? Do you want to feel it?
That was
Janine, do you want to feel that? So, yeah, here. So reaching long, good. Reaching, yes, that's it, reaching. There you go. And then lowering back down, same thing, reach away. Reach away, reach away. Yes.
Does it have anything to do with flexibility at all, being able to?
Hamstring somewhat, yeah. I mean, if you
Okay.
can't hold your legs up straight, you're not going to teaser very well,
Okay.
right?
So how do you know what angle to be in so this doesn't arch?
You learn for your body. So we'll show you the super advanced version of teaser in a minute. Pilates' legs are way down by the floor.
Oh.
Because he has that posterior tucked posture, his low back can stay flat when his legs are way down by the floor. So try this here, turning out and hollowing upward. Good. That's it. So see how that length helps you create leverage, right? If you can keep that length and then hollow the belly back. That's it. Yes. So what is the danger of doing too many roll-ups and teasers, do you think?
Or using other muscle?
No, danger.
Hurting your back or your hip?
Yeah.
Maybe
Hurting your
back,
back. Why is this dangerous for hurting your back?
Flexion.
Loaded.
Loaded.
This is as loaded as you get.
it gets.
Okay, so do you want to do 50 of these a day?
No.
You're going to do all your other stuff to get strong and do 5 of them. Okay? Well, that includes roll-ups, that includes teasers. So I've seen too many people get hurt pushing for this teaser. Okay, so do all that other stuff that gets the same muscles and then retry it twice, maybe 3 times a day. Okay? That's it. And then keep working on the lengthening and everything else. You'll get it, right? But I don't want you to do 50 of these in a day. You will really not feel good. Most people will not feel good. A few people will get away with it. Okay? So just keep that in mind in your own practice. Keep that in mind with your clients. Right? And remember, teasers, they're not doing teasers unless they're rolling up and down. Right? So then the super advanced version, which is also fun, is, I don't think I have it pictured here, but it starts here, right? And then I feel like I have to get set, right? So here, and then I'm going to exhale and come up through that into the teaser, right? And then control coming down, really imprinting, which is a lot of work. Imprinting. And about there, I really can't keep it. I have to help myself a little bit to keep it. And I've never, as strong as I've ever been, I've never been able to get that last bit without helping myself keep it.
Or could the client fold his knees down?
You could fold your knees, or you could just work on regular teaser and not have them lower back down.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Do you have a lot of ones that you're working on that with?
right now, no. No, some of my dancers, when they were really strong, so if you're going to go working with dancers, some of them will be able to do that at the end. But ballerinas have a little easier time because they are used to that posterior thing happening. So some of them have, and then it's going to be body proportion. Short leg people will actually be able to do that better than long legged people. Short leg, long torso combination will do better than long leg, short torso. So you just have to understand the body you're working with. Yeah. Okay, so then advanced overhead series. Overhead, you're going to see a lot of these on the reformer too. So overhead, I feel like we did overhead already in some way, shape, or form.
We like opened up our.
Oh, wait.
And then came down.
Yes. Okay, so
We
we
did
did
like that,
overhead,
and then-
yeah. And then we, so this is going into jackknife itself. So overhead, remember, was, we did this, right, flexing and coming down,
Yeah.
leg pull or overhead.
Yeah.
So for these guys, we're doing bigger motions. So jackknife, we're starting with that same premise And then we're opening up and coming back and unrolling back down. Right? So it's up, over, open, up, and in that up, I'm really wrapping, and then coming back down, controlling the way down. Right?
So your legs come back down before you articulate
Yes.
down?
They do. Yeah, they come back to you and then you roll down. But you give that a try. Bring over, not on your neck. That's the hard part. So make sure that you're staying across your thoracic shelf, right? And then you're going to try and open up, squeeze the glutes, wrap into that Pilates V. Yes? And then come back into the pike and roll your way back down. Nice and controlled. Good. And I usually don't lower the legs all the way to the floor from there. I usually just, the stop point is vertical. It starts and stops from vertical, so you don't have to unroll to the floor. So up and over. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, wrap open, open the pike, not the legs, open the body. Flat body, as flat as straight as you can get it up towards the sky. Yes. And then down.
Without using your arms.
Without using your arms. So I try and do just fingertips on the floor just so that I don't put too much weight in there. Or you could do it without your hands down at all. That's nice, Sarah. And then now control it. Yeah.
So you do go over quite a bit.
You do go over
Okay.
and then open up.
Or then open up.
Yes. And then pike down and then unroll back down. Yes, that's right. Yeah. So that's jackknife. We did roll over, that's what it's called. Hip up and roll over we did already.
Yeah.
And then, so this would come from roll over into jackknife and back down.
Roll over, split.
We split the legs and come back down, but it's the same start, right? And then you go open and close and then roll back down.
Did you combine that at some point?
You could, they could go one after the other, yeah. And you'll see there's all kinds of versions of that. The corkscrew is like roll over, but with a little angle. So I'm gonna go up and over, and I'm gonna turn just slightly, coming down. I'm coming down this side of my spine, and up to center. And then I'm gonna go up, turn the other way. Which way? This way?
Yes.
And come down. And then that I go a little exhale, back to center. Right, so going up and over, rolling down, and back to center. Right? And so the legs are only going to come down as much as you can maintain that low back on the floor. Right?